The purpose of this video is to capture the work of underserved urban communities. I think the pandemic has put so many people on edge, and I think with the crisis being at the forefront of the conversation, lots of our parents were not prepared. And the school had to really become the cornerstone of the community. We had to tap into partnerships to provide food, resources, clothing, and lots of mental health support. So what we want to do is galvanize around our students, support them. We want their well-being to be addressed as well. So our social worker, our psychologist will be calling families and scheduling appointments where we can have ongoing sessions with our students. As a school leader, I think the crisis began for me with one of my students stopping me in the hallway and asking me the tough question of, Dr. Wheeler, will we have to wear masks like the people in China? And in that moment, I recognized that our children were fearful. So as a school leader, I had to make sure that I was educated, number one, and that I was able to serve as a pillar of strength for my students, for my staff, and for the community. I recognized in this moment I could not do this by myself, so I had to really rely on the strength of the people around me. And my staff has been amazing with distributing resources and supplies. They have been making constant phone calls to families, and they have really showed me how empathetic they are to the population that we serve. I remember a few years ago driving to work and seeing a family of four. The oldest may be about a fourth grader, and he was actually taking care of his younger siblings. And their resources and supplies were housed in a shopping bag, a plastic shopping bag. It was snowing outside, and one of the bags burst, and they had to take their books out of the shop, out of the broken bags, and actually hold them in their hands. And it was in that moment that I recognized that this underserved community, underserved population, really needs to tap into partnerships that can provide for families, and to know that when they go home, that sometimes the lights are off, sometimes there's no running water, and sometimes they're unable to even wash their school uniforms. So my role, my responsibility is to bridge that gap. And we have the ability to shift their trajectory. And ultimately, our goal is that every day we'll put deposits into them that will make them better citizens, academically sound, and positive citizens. The purpose of this video is to capture the work of underserved urban communities.